I guess I'll start off with this. Sorry, guys, that this whole thing is all messed up and I couldn't use the link that I set up for this live stream. For whatever reason, it just, I don't know, it kept fighting me. It wanted to film in vertical mode, which I'm not going to do a live stream in vertical mode. Hello, Paul. Bryce, who brought the donuts and coffee. Guys, I was just saying, I'm sorry that I set this whole live stream up. Like, I set it up on YouTube and I set it up in, the Facebook group and everything. And it provides a link and everything. And I just went to use that link. And it's happened a couple times now where you kind of schedule it in your YouTube live events. And I go in there and it seems like every time I do it, it's different. And this time it would only allow me to film in vertical. And I don't know if they changed a rule or something. But I wasn't going to film it vertical. It's got to be horizontal. So kudos to you guys for finding this because it's a little bit wonky. But we're all here. I thought I saw the greetings from Israel up there on the screen a minute ago. Hello to Israel. Who else is here? I saw Bryce is in the house. Everyone's here getting ready for some speedrun challenge excitement. I'm not going to give away the chassis today, though. It's not happening. But I do have some projects to work on with you guys today. Actually, I've got a lot of projects to work on. And it's been one of those weeks where I just, I've worked on a million different things, but not accomplished anything, when you have weeks like that. That's been my week. And I may have gotten a little bit distracted. There was a car, like a 1-1 car, a 1985 Toyota Supra that came up for sale locally recently. Mark Bryan's here. Hello, buddy. And so I ended up buying this car. And I'll throw some pictures up in the Facebook group later on. But yeah, a nice old 85 Toyota Supra. It's like super clean condition, completely stock. So that kind of distracted me toward the end of the week. And I've been spending some time driving it around, just enjoying it. So I couldn't get a video ready for today. So been a long time since we did a live stream. I figured, what the heck, let's do a live stream. Is it time? Oh my gosh. I can't say too much, but the one that, a couple of you guys know what we're talking about here, the little videos I asked you guys to make. And the one that I got from Glenn from Riviera RC is so funny. It's hilarious. It's going to be a good intro to the speedrun challenge this year. Pacific Ocean Crawlers, what's up, homies? Pacific Ocean. Yeah, baby. That's where I live. Welcome to the live stream. I guess we'll start off with a little bit of speedrun challenge chat. Actually, maybe I'll wait till a few more people come on. It's only 16 people on so far. We'll do it in a little bit. Working on yours. Nice. Hello from the UK. Hello. What's on the menu today? We've got a little bit of everything on the menu today. I've got to do some work to my race car here. I was going to go racing last night, but actually it's not funny, but good timing anyway. I don't know, my back was just killing me yesterday, so I decided not to race and ended up getting canceled anyway. So hello from Iceland. Very cool. Hello. Guys, this car, DT-01, Bugaira, Fat Fox, such a fun race class. If you've been watching my race videos on this, man, I'm loving this thing. What a great race class. And one of the coolest things about this car is, it's a touring car chassis with a truck body. And one thing I didn't realize until I was racing with it is if it flips over, it doesn't really tend to flip right on its lid. It flips on its side because it's got this high cab. And you can hit the throttle and kind of pin it, and the wheels will grab and flip you over. So you can self-correct with it, which is pretty awesome when you're racing. You can often self-correct quicker than you get marshaled. Hello from Bangladesh. Right on. We are all over the world. That is so cool. Love that truck. Yeah, these trucks are awesome. I lived in Edmonton, Alberta, which is like central Alberta, for many years. And we tried to get this class of racing going for a while, and people just didn't seem to be interested in it. And the guys here are obviously interested in it and have a really healthy, really awesome race class going. And these are just so much fun. And we're just running a torque tune, like just the torque tune that it came with. Basic ESCs, 2S, lipos, And that's it. Stock tires, which are actually like surprisingly grippy. These tires are really, really good on carpet. There's actually like, there's no need to upgrade the tires. The stock tires are that good. In fact, like I was traction rolling at some points. Andy, what's the darn? I knew you were going to come in and ask that question. We'll never know. We'll never know. We will do a little SRC chat in a little bit once we get a few more people on, but we don't know. Still a mystery. Hello from Germany. Hello. Christopher H. I got to get out to Germany sometime. I've got family that lives in Berlin, and a couple cousins, 2 sets of cousins out there. I really got to get out there. And the Nuremberg Toy Fair, I really want to check that out as well. Thompson RC, hello. Going great, man. How you doing? We're talking DT-01s right now. This lovely machine. So a couple things that I want to do to this truck today. Right now I'm running a, hello from Michigan. Hi, Eric. I've got the Hobbywing 1060 in here, which is fine. It does the trick, but I want to upgrade that to a 1080. Just so I've got a little bit more tuning capability because I'm racing this thing. And I can adjust my BEC, which would be nice. It'd be nice to have a little more steering. Regret selling my DT-01 Enzo. Ooh, that stings. Get a currywurst. From Arkansas, hello, Eric. Thanks for checking out the live stream today, and thanks for enjoying the show. And I'm going to apologize in advance if I sniffle a million times in this episode. I might have to blow my nose. I'm out of tissue paper, so I'm using toilet paper. But I'm a fun fact. I'm allergic to everything on planet Earth, and all the plants are pollinating right now for spring, summer, around our house. So I'm just like nonstop sneezing, and like my allergies are like, my head feels like it's like this. So I apologize if there are a gazillion sniffles in today's episode, guys. From Arkansas, I use paper towels. I was using paper towels earlier too. Or in the shop, I'm using like shop towels. And I'm one of those kids, like if I was born in the 18th century, like late 18th century, like I wouldn't have made it, I would not have survived. Just literally allergic to everything. This thing's all packed full of carpet fiber still. I haven't cleaned it since the last race. But yeah, this is super basic, guys. Running the torque tuned with a big cooling fan, receiver, obviously. And this, I got one of those 20 kg, probably barely see it. And there it is, 20 kg Amazon servo, which is actually doing the trick. But with this ESC, I can bump up the BEC voltage to get it to be a little quicker, a little more responsive, which is what I want to do. Christopher, the pain, right? The allergy pain, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I've got asthma too. So like allergies and asthma are like best friends, and they really work together well to really mess a guy up. Spent some time in the hospital when I was a kid because bad allergies would turn into bad asthma attacks, and it was whatever. Should have been a bubble boy. But let's get this ESC installed. Sorry, guys. Nose blow number 1. Moved to South Carolina, discovered I had allergies. Yeah, it's funny, how different parts of the world. That happened to my wife. She's a farm girl, not allergic to anything. And then I moved her out here to Vancouver Island, and now she discovered she's got allergies. It would be used to nature. What you drinking, Phil? Patio furniture. I'm drinking a Monster Energy. Look at that. I'm getting energized today. Cooters from the West Coast, and you moved east. Yeah. Whereabouts on the West Coast were you from? California? Oregon? Let's get all this stuff out of here. All the West Coast. You know, you get this thing all set up nice and clean and tidy, then you got to rip it all apart again. Oh, well. Yeah, these Hobbywing 1080s are a really nice upgrade from a 1060. Stick some vodka in there. I would if it wasn't 9 a.m. I had a few celebratory pints last night as well, so I'm kind of feeling a little sluggish today, if you know what I mean. Something about old Toyotas does it for me. And this old Supra came up for sale locally that I picked up this week. And it's got the digital dash on it and everything, 5-speed. It's so cool. I'll get you guys some footage of that later on this upcoming week. All right, Mr. Hobbywing. San Diego, Vancouver, Washington. Oh, wow. Cooter, you've been all over the place, man. You lived in all the good states. My wife and I went down to Moab for part of our wedding anniversary a few years ago, and we want to go back again. Man, the off-roading out there is so incredible. Nothing but trails everywhere. Like literally just thousands of miles of off-road trails. MK2 Supra, an awesome car. Yes, it is. Old Supra. Andy, I'm not going to fall for your trap. Yeah, it's an old MK2 Mark II Supra. 1985, two-door hatchback, standard leather interior. It's only got like, I think I'm the third owner of it. No, I'd be the fourth owner. And fourth owner, and it's only got 133,000 kilometers, which is like, what's that, like 85,000 miles or something? So super low usage. Very good condition. There's so much carpet inside this chassis. So much carpet everywhere. Oh my God. Yeah. And by the way, guys, gross product placement endorsement here, but whatever, I'll do it because I believe in it. These CNHL battery packs, I don't know if you saw my last race video, but they sent me some of these to do some testing with. 6400 and a 4600, LIHV 2S. And this 6400, I ran in my Dune Master. I ran it for probably 40 minutes or so, maybe 45 minutes before I hit like voltage cutoff on it. Like racing at racing fever at racing speeds. And I can't believe it, man. These batteries are so good. I don't even bring a charger to the track. I just charge up a couple batteries and they run forever. So something to keep in mind if you guys are looking for batteries. The price is really good on them. And they always sell them like 2 at a time. And they've got sales on constantly. So if you're ever looking for batteries, try those out. They are awesome. Look how long these leads are on this thing. What's really going on? There's your Hobbywing 1060, and there's a 1080. It's literally twice as long. The Grand Hauler, yes. Morning, Shannon. Isn't it noon over there? No, 11 o'clock your time? Something like that. Got some tape here. Frederick RC, yo, new to RC in the UK, 2 cars. Right on, welcome, sir. RC in the UK. Everybody's, I think half the people here from the UK, aren't they? Raise your hand if you're in the UK. You know, and they don't even give you a little piece of the tape or anything. Paul Lewis, there you go. You know, the 1060 always gives you that two little pieces of 3M tape, one to hold it down, one to hold down your on-off switch. The 1080 didn't come with it. Look at that, Fred, Mark, Brian. Look at all these UK boys. Shannon's got the grasshopper emoji. That's so cool. Or icon, I should say, not emoji. All right, we got spare tape over here. Paul Walker. Whole bunch of UK boys. Yeah, Amazon. What am I saying? YouTube gives you great analytics, and it's really interesting, actually, how many of the viewers of this show are in the UK. Mississauga, woo! Mississauga, Ontario. I grew up near there. I grew up in Brantford. Good old Brantford, Ontario. Not something I often admit. Come on, carpet. Get out of there. One crowd. All right. This guy, how do I want you in here? There's so much freaking wire. What is really going on? I use 3M2. What is that gray monster truck? This gray monster truck? This one right here? The one guy from Alaska. That's a Big Bear. Good call, Andy. Marui Big Bear. And I've said it a few times on the show that I've kind of gone back and forth in this body of whether or not to paint it. And the other day I was looking at it and I was going to start filming a video and start stripping it. But I don't think I can do it. I think I need to leave this body exactly how it is. Because, like, see that patina on there? Like, still have paint on it. Exactly, Shannon. Like, it's, you can, like, see those cracks in the paint. Like, it's so old. And whoever painted this did a good job. Like, look at the driver. Sorry about the glare, but, like, that driver is beautifully painted. Like, all the window surrounds, like the door handles are all done really well. Whoever painted this did a really nice job. They spent a lot of time on it, and it's just kind of worn in over time. Like, the paint's getting all cracked. There's a little, a couple little wear and tear spots on the back. But you know what, guys? Like, the more I look at it, the more I like it. I like that little bit of a patina on it, and I don't think I'm going to repaint it. I think that would be the wrong thing to do. I think it looks cool like this. So I'm just going to clean up the chassis, and I do want to do a running video with it, but like I'll have to be like super gentle because this thing's 40 years old, and these plastics are not going to stand up to much. But it's even got like the correct motor in the back and everything. Manual speed controller. I'll have to hook up like a vintage radio to it, but I've got a bunch of vintage radios, so it'll be a whole video thing at some point in my life when I can get around to it. Too many videos to do. So many videos, so little time. YouTube problems. Right, Mark? So many videos, so little time. Then you got guys in Canada messaging you saying, hey, can you send me little video clips of you saying goofy shit? Oh, sorry, not supposed to swear. So what are you guys working on this weekend while I get this installed? Let me know what's going on in your RC lives. Who's working on what? Anyone going racing? Shite. Looked into sourcing a second body. No. I think I can get like a Lexan one from Team Blue Groove, but no, I'm not going to. I think I just like it. I like it with the patina. I think it looks cool, and that'll be that. Get her all nice and cleaned up. I've got a whole big package from Cow RC that I still haven't had a chance to go through with a ton of new cleaning materials, and he's got like an amazing product line, And there's one product. Which one is it? Ultra thin oil silicone protector. This one. This like doing Memorial. Oh yeah, Memorial Day sales. That's right. Baja 5T to local walking trails. Yes, walking a 5T on a walking trail. That's amazing. You're gonna get some good looks. Super astute filming. Yeah, I hear you there, buddy. Procrastinating, making my DT-04 to brushless sensor. Nice. Already been sand vipered. I missed that last one there, Bryce. I mean, a super astute for Aaron's 150. Wow. Building a Midnight Pumpkin lowrider. Nice. John Thomas, what's up, buddy? Picking a Tamiya Fighter Next Gen. Nice, nice, nice. Just requested to join your Facebook group. Beautiful, Frederick RC. Make sure you answer all the questions or we won't let you in. Working on my MO5. Right on, guys. Right on. Everyone's working on some good stuff. Those MK2 phasers, that Chevy body. It's beautiful. So good. But yeah, this stuff here, guys, Moose-Lick industrial grade RC silicone protector. This stuff is awesome. What's up, Kyle? Welcome to the show. This stuff, like you put it on, you just kind of spray it on your car when it's, preferably when it's brand new, like out of the box or just built or whatever. And it gives it like this nice kind of coating. Not super shiny or slippery or anything like that, but it has like kind of this coating. And I did it on my Arma Fury 2 to 3S BLX. And I took that thing through mud puddles and everything. And it's like a hydrophobic kind of coating, and everything just washes right off of it. It's really, really nice. So when you take home these nasty, dirty cars, you just hit them with the hose really quick, and everything, all the mud and everything comes right off. So cool product. It's available in the US. Yes, it is. This company is cowrc.com. He's out of New York. I think New York and Florida. The owner's name is Heath. He's a super good guy. Yeah, we're working on a few things together, he and I. So they're an American company. I think he makes like all of his lubricants and stuff. Like they're his own like proprietary blends that he makes in-house. Very, very knowledgeable guy and very passionate guy. Really knows what he's doing. Unlike me. All right. Just finished with BT-01 patio furniture in New York. Are you going to warn the FAA before your SRC? Yeah. I actually do have to put like a warning up this year because it's getting like pretty wild. People racing cars going 100 miles an hour in city streets. Just like, I'm not responsible if something gets messed up. Ever ran real car mode on that ESC model? Real car mode? No. What's real car mode? Is that a mode in here? I got my sticker sheet for my program card. Do we have real car mode? I don't know. Might be in here somewhere. Tell me all about it, though. 2 extra receiver wires. Oh, weird. Yeah, it does have 2 extra receiver wires. Right there. That's so bizarre. I have never seen this before. What the deuce? That's a Hobbywing 1080, right? Yeah. Okay. Someone explain that to me. This is like, raise your hand if you've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. You can also, real car, press a button to switch to reverse and throttle as normal. Oh. Oh, weird. Adjusted with drag brake. Interesting. Guys, I had no idea that that was a thing. Look at the paperwork in the ESC. Okay, yeah, I will. I'll definitely check it out. Like, is it like I've run Hobbywing 1080s before, and I've never seen them with that additional receiver, the additional wires for the receiver. This is a first for me. Yeah, I do have the program card for it. Yeah. So I guess I'll be able to find it on the program card. Crazy. Crazy the way technology goes, isn't it? All right. Does anyone make a GMC motorhome body? Ooh, that's a good question. Not that I know of. Huh. That's cool, man. I had no idea.
Welcome to Radio Link.
Learn something every day in the wonderful world of RC. This thing self-calibrates, I believe, but got 2 program cards. Not sure which one's which, though. I've got a big sneeze coming up. I'm really sorry, guys. Ooh. Ugh, sorry, guys. Easy Run Max car series. No, not that one. Do I use sealed bearings on my Tamiya builds? Yes and no. It all depends. Thanks, Patty. It all depends on the build. If I'm going to be running it on the beach, like my DT-04, for example, I did not. I just used the kit supplied bushings because, yeah, I run in salty sand quite a bit, and that'll cook the bushings pretty. It'll mess up your bearings. I still like even vehicles I have with bearings, I still run them on the beach. I just make sure I clean them like right away as soon as I get home and lubricate the bearings again. But since Tamiya's like 95% of Tamiya's come with bushings anyway, I'll use the bushings if I know it's going to be a beach runner. Easy Run Max Car Series. I think I have 2 of the same program card, but they're not right. Oh, hang on. For boat ESC, car ESC. I haven't used these things in so long. My gosh, I might have to play around with those off camera. I'll just do the grunt work now and get this all plugged in and get it working. Oh boy, allergies suck. Come to my live stream. Watch me blow my nose. It'll be great. Living in Canada, you can't get a doctor anymore. So it's tough to get prescriptions for stuff these days. Look in the box with the ESC. There should be a new sticker for the program box. Yes, there was indeed. Right here. There's a sticker. So I think what's the plan? You're supposed to stick this sticker on top of one of these. Because I've got on the program card, there's table 1. Brought to you by Kleenex. Yeah. This episode is sponsored by. Yeah, table 1, item for Easy Run Max Car Series ESC, and on the back, table 2, and then table 3. So I'm just not too sure which one. I think table 2 says item for car ESC version 2. But it would have to sit right on top, table 1. Not too sure. Technically, it goes in the front. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking. It's got like the 4 holes and it's got the 4 buttons, and stick that on top, and that's supposed to work. Well, let's see. I'll put it on. Let's see what happens. We're doing it live. All right. There we go. We'll test it out. Okay, you're plugged in. Let's get a battery going here. You and you and you. Priorities allergy medication. I had this stuff they gave me last year. I had to get it from the doctor. That was like prescription allergy, like a nasal spray and like an oral tablet. And man, did it work. It worked so, so well. And I'm trying to get it this week, and I had no luck because you can't get doctors in Canada anymore. Fat Fox. Model select. Yes. It's alive. Okay. Forward. I think we have there's a drag brake built in, I think. Like instantly stops. Yeah, we definitely have some drag brake built in. So I'll have to get rid of that. Let's see if this program box works. I need a separate cable, I think. How do I do this again? It's been so long. I need you. It's been so long. Then you go in there, then you go in here. Something like that. Yeah, so my card's just kind of doing this. Sorry about the glare there, guys. There. So it's plugged into the ESC, but you can see I can't modify the values. There we go. It's just kind of not reading it. What is going on with you, buddy? Oh, there we go. Now we're turn it off, turn it back on again. Yeah, there we go. Gotcha. Okay, well, it's working now. Let's dial this in. Can't get a doctor in the UK either, can you? Isn't that crazy? I thought we lived in developed countries. We can't get doctors, you know? And like now everything in British Columbia where I live, like there are no doctors. I think the number is like 65% of British Columbians don't have a family doctor anymore. So you have to go online. And there's several online services, just, you know, for anything really, doctor related to get prescriptions. That's what I need. It's just prescriptions for like my asthma and for my allergies. And you can't even get online. You can't like get a doctor that way anymore either. They're like not available ever. So you have to like go to the emergency room to get like see a doctor and get a refill. Anyway, okay. Item 1 is running mode. And we're on 3, which is forward reverse. I don't think I want forward reverse. I think we want forward reverse brake, right? Oh, now I got nothing going on. Maybe I have to go through all this first. So I think I want, yeah, real car. That's so cool. I did not know that was a thing. So we're going to switch that to number 2. Item 2, lipo, yes. Cut off. Medium, sure, that sounds safe. Initial start force, 4%, sure. Max forward force, 100%, yep. Max reverse is 50, good. Max brake force, 100%. Would you run 100% brake on a car like this or you're racing? Leave cutoff at default, yeah. Whoa. What does the program card do that you can't do on the remote? The program card is programming the ESC directly. So, yeah, I can adjust what type of battery I'm using, like a LiPo or NIM. My battery cutoff voltage, start force, drag rate, starting force, max forward force, max reverse force, max braking force, initial braking force, drag brake, which I got to get rid of. Drag brake was at 9, which is 100%. So I don't want that. Maybe I'll put a little bit of drag brake, like 5%. See how that goes. It's good. Neutral range. Start mode, punch, level 5. Sure, sounds good. BEC voltage. I'm going to crank that up to 7.4 volts. Cool. So now that I'm done, yeah, a little drag, yeah. So now that I'm done, can I just unplug it and it'll store everything? Or do I turn it off first, I guess, and then unplug it? Probably turn it off first, hey? What's up, Darren from the UK? Yeah, save the settings. My friend in Oz swears by the cannabis injection for their allergies once. I've heard about the injections for allergies. We're talking RC cars and allergies today, everybody. Yeah, I should try that. I've heard good things. Okay. Still feels like there's 100% drag brake on, doesn't it? I think I screwed something up. Let's try that again. Definitely drag braking there. Drag brake, blah, 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 blah. Where were you? Number 9. Yeah, it's still there. So value 2, 10. Okay, there we go. Maybe I didn't save it last time. Try it now. Should be no. Well, I put 10% drag brake. There it is. Oh yeah, baby, we're alive. Just got back into RC after 30 years. Welcome back to RC. RC missed you. This is such a great hobby. Like, it's so cool that you can come back after 30 years. I bet it's like a completely different world now with LiPo batteries and 2.4 gig radios and crazy technology. Crazy technology. Do you know for sure it saved your BEC in forward reverse? I don't know for sure, I suppose, but I'll give it. When I do anything on a live stream, I go back afterwards and check it because I always screw everything up because I'm doing like 10 things at once. So I'll definitely give this another once over. Yeah, battery life, speeds, you're right. All of the above, right? Like, we were talking the other day in the Facebook group. I shared a funny meme. I stole it from another group. It was like, you know, like an orderly at an old folks home walking an old man back to his room or whatever, you know, he kind of frail old man. The old man, the meme's like, you know, speaking from the old man, he's like, back in my day, we had to, what was it? We had to gear our cars to get, to manage a 4-minute race. And then the orderly said, okay, old man, we'll take you back to bed, you know? But that's how it was. Like, you know, Shannon, we were talking the other day, like, you know, you'd spend all night trickle charging a battery just for like that extra minute of runtime the next day. And you get like 6 minutes instead of 5 kind of a thing, you know? That's how it was back in the day. It was wild, man. You know, and then 15-minute battery chargers, right? Run for 5 minutes, throw the battery back on the charger. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Tim Allen, what's up? Slightly overcharging your batteries, getting them like hot, hot, hot. Man, fun times. Fun times in the RC hobby. All right, there are so many wires. Holy Hannah. I saw someone put a post up a few minutes ago, something about small scale RC, and we're going to have a little discussion about some small scale stuff in a bit, because I was planning on doing a brushless setup on that that there low C micro T, and it's not happening. More on that later. Come on, you. There we go. $1,200 milliamp hum packs, yeah. And that hard plastic case. RJ Groot. What's up, RJ Groot? My man. RJ, we were racing together way back in the day, and you probably remember that big, what was that big guy, Rob Velick, I think was his name. That huge dude. And he would talk about trying to get these cars racing with us in the indoor track, I remember. And never really happened. But we're doing it now, and it's a ton of fun. Yeah, that's his name, right? Yeah, Rob Velick. And it's funny because Velick, Velic, which is probably Croatian, Serbian, Slovenian name. In Croatian, anyway, Velic, or Velici, I think it is means big, means large. So it's kind of funny. His last name is like literally translates to large. And the guy was like 6'7", 350 pounds or something. He was humongous. Yeah, Wayne was into him. Yeah, never took off. That's right. Yeah, never really took off, hey? Well, that's what we're working on today, TT-01 and TT-01E. Groot means large and nut shoe. Huh. Interesting. Fun facts. Yeah, this is an awesome race class. I've been loving it. Somebody gave me a couple speed tips. So a few things that I'm going to do on the episode today. So the first thing we did, just put a Hobbywing 1080 ESC in there for some more programmability, primarily a little bit of drag brake and higher BEC output voltage to my steering servo. So I've got a little quicker servo response. Not much else I'm going to do to it as far as electronics go. But a little birdie told me if you take the rear tires off, the rear tires have like a slightly wider offset 12 mil hub or 12 mil little adapter dewey on the output shaft. If you put that on the front, kind of widen out your front track, it makes the vehicle handle a bit better. So I think we'll probably do that next. And then stand up the shocks. Right now I've got my shocks kind of leaning in a little bit. There's not a ton of different shock setup options, but instead of being leaned in, apparently having them stand up will make the car handle a little bit better as well. So we're going to do those things. Let's do the wheels first. Team curbs happen. I can't speak today. It is almost polka time. You can't say that, howdy. Guru's World is here. I got your t-shirt on today, buddy. Sporting the Guru's threads. The 90s vibes. I love it. Love, love, love it. Yeah, so on the rear, here, I'll get these both off. Yeah, so the rear hub is the 12 mil hex is just, yeah, it's about twice the height of the front. So someone told me to switch those around and it'll handle better. So who am I to say no? Let's do it. And tires are the same. What's going on in Guru's World this weekend? There, Greg, what are you working on, man? Some amazing paint jobs. If you guys haven't seen Greg's show, Guru's World, I can't speak today, make sure you check it out. He's done some amazing paint jobs and will continue to do more amazing paint jobs. All with a great kind of 80s, 90s flair, lots of bright colors, lots of palm trees, very synth wave, synth pop feels. Somebody at YouTube has to figure this out because, like, the messages. I know what you guys, if you're like watching on your phones or computers, like you can see all the messages. I can't, because I'm using like my phone and a monitor. So I can't see them until if they come up in a giant cluster all at once. You just can't respond to them all fast enough. There they are. Nice shirt. Are the front and rear axles the same length? I don't know. I think so. I think they are. Let's see. Get that. There we go. You mean like the dog bones, Mark? Front and rear axles the same length. Building a Midnight Pumpkin. They re-released, or did they never stop making them? They never stopped making the Midnight Pumpkin. That's the thing. They don't have to re-release it because everybody always wants them. So they just keep producing them. Pumpkin in the lunchbox, man. So much fun. Some of the best RC action you can have is the CW01 chassis. Oh my gosh, there's so much carpet in here. Where you screw the wheel nuts onto. Oh, well, let's see. I'll take this one back off. Let's do a little comparison here, Mark. Live comparison. Looks to me like they are the same length. Yeah, I'll say they're the same. Got some nice ball bearings there. Trying not to make it Cartman. Oh, do it. I love Cartman. Yeah, racing was canceled yesterday, and which is, I don't know, good timing for me, I suppose, because I couldn't make it anyway. Not really last minute, but almost last minute. I had to bail out, so no racing footage for you guys next week, but I'll get more. They're still racing next Friday. So we will have more racing footage coming up. Yeah, there we go. So now, yeah, so now my front end is, my front track width is a couple mils wider than my rear. So that's what a birdie told me to do. It's a trusted birdie. We'll see what happens. And then the other guys are saying they put like just a little bead of CA glue around the outer edge of the tires to help from traction rolling, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to wait until I get the car broken in a bit more, see if I need it or not. The other thing was to put an earplug in the front diff to act as like a bit of a locker. But I did actually put an earplug in here, and I must have chewed it up pretty good because it feels like an open diff right now. So anyway, I'm not going to get into the diffs today, though. That'll be for another time. Okay, so that's all done. I got to get the shocks. Get my shocks stood up. These little drills are such a lifesaver, especially like when screwing into Tamiyas with like that rigid plastic. Wide track. What did I miss? Mozzie Rock RC, what's going on, my man? We're working on TT-01s, making them race ready. We got a Hobbywing 1080 ESC dropped in there. Adjusted the drag brake, up the BEC. Here to distract you. You're doing a great job. Thank you. You are watching. Added lead wheel weights to the front of the car. I don't think I've seen a lot of people do it. I know, I think RJ, you used to do that. I think you had some weights in a car before when we used to race touring cars and vintage VTA, vintage Trans Am. I put some in the back of my Midnight Pumpkin and try and keep the rear suspension from bouncing around so much. And if you're just tuning in, I see we're up to 53 people now, so a bunch of people just came in. So hello to everyone that just came in. Today we're talking about seasonal allergies in radio-controlled cars. Tell us your seasonal allergy stories. Can't say it without laughing. DT-02, 60 grams of motorcycle wheel weights. DT-02, yeah. Yeah, adding weight is a thing. Guys, this sucker is looking good. Now, here's a question for all of you guys that have been racing. Shorty pack or long pack for weight in terms of just overall weight, but then weight distribution as well. What are your thoughts on this chassis? Because, I mean, obviously the long pack fits beautifully. Shorty, this is where you kind of get into some, I guess, tunability or like gray area sort of range where, you know, you can have the weight at the, you know, more sort of centered or more sort of biased to the back of the vehicle, or move the weight more so to the front of the vehicle. I don't know if there's a benefit to lube the holes before. Yes, that definitely helps. Yeah, shorty pack you can move around, right? And the reason why I ask that is because Tim Allen, man, I think you and I are the same, dude. Allergic to everything, all day, every day. You know, it's crazy. When I was running the Dune Master on the track, I was having a heck of a time. I had no steering. You know, it was really tough to steer when I was off power. I had to hit the gas to get it to bite in and turn. But then when I moved, that was when I had my shorty pack at the front. When I moved it back, it changed everything. The car all of a sudden turned really well. So, yeah, lesson learned about kind of weight distribution there and how much it affects the car. It was huge. Okay, I'll put you in just for now because you got the right end on there. Where's the doodad? There's the doodad. Guys, this is it. This thing is going to kick so much butt. All right. Did I turn you off? Yes, I did. Don't forget the doodads.
Welcome.
Jimmy Jack Huckabee. Hello, hello. Thank you for noticing my collection. I am quite proud of it. All right. Steering. Oh, that is so slow. I got to fix that. Throttle's good. Let's get the doodads. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. I got to get back in and adjust that BEC. Dill, I believe I may have asked you before. Why don't you put bullet plugs right on your ESC terminals? That's a good question. Just lazy. I'm lazy. I guess you could probably just buy like a 5 mil thing that would. No, I'd have to go on my ESC, right? Yeah. I don't know. I just I don't know. I'm not like a hardcore racer or anything. So, you know, the extra, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't really feel I need to do it, I guess. But I really should on like I want to get like a race rig or 2 or 3, you know, that are, you know, instead of bringing 3 random cars to the track every week and like having to figure out how to make them all work. I think it'd be a little more fun and beneficial to have a couple, you know, dedicated race rigs. Where the hell? There it is. And then, then in that case, I would definitely use the bullet plugs. So much cleaner. Yeah. Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, man, I'm pretty stoked. You know, what one RC became 2, then became 3, then became way too many. Overflowing everywhere. Where's my BEC voltage? Number 14. And we want, yeah, it's only a number 1. That's right. I wonder if I can handle number 3, 8.4 volts of BEC. Ooh, let's see how that goes. All right. Still not very fast. It's more responsive. I don't know. It's not very fast, but I think it'll be okay. Because even with the standard BEC, I was able to get around the track pretty good. And it is faster. And one nice thing about it is that it's returning to neutral every time. So something about these cheap Amazon servos, like they don't always return to neutral the best. And speaking of which, anyone looking for shorty servos, these Enjoras, I've been using them in a lot of my rigs now. I bought, I think, like 8 or 10 of them or something, and I get them on Amazon, and they're like $22, I think, Canadian. They're not crazy fast. I think they're 12 kgs, but 0.09, I think, was the 60 degree or 90 degree rotation speed. So they're actually pretty quick and inexpensive, and they're shorty, so they're going to fit in everything. Less weight. I like them. They're pretty good, and they're cheap. Yeah, that's better. Oh, yeah. She's ready to race, boys, girls, peoples. Done. Love it. Get that battery out of there. Yeah, the collections just start growing. Sometimes you don't even mean to have a collection, and before you know it, you have a collection. And then it's like, I remember there were times and I was like, what will I collect? I think I want to get the first 100 Tamiyas. That's a logical thing to want to start with. And then that was kind of a goal at one point. Then I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't really care about some of them, you know, so I'm not going to bother adding them to my collection. You know, I'll say it, the Honda City Turbo, it doesn't do anything for me. It just doesn't. Yard time. See you, GTO Dad. Enjoy the day, man. Thanks for stopping in. Mozzie, you're saying you run Savox servos in all yours? When I was racing, I used to use Savox all the time. It's just tough, you know, when you have a lot of cars, the expense really adds up, you know, in your good cars. Yeah. 40 cars. Yeah. JX. Yeah. Also good stuff. That's it, right? Like when you have, I don't know, I probably have 100 cars, you know, so if you put $120 servo in every car, it gets pretty, you know, it gets pretty expensive. It starts to add up. Whereas if I can get away with a $20 or $25 servo that works, I'm laughing. So check this out, guys. It is done. I think I'm going to drop the body height a little bit because it still does sit rather high. 20 different servos depending on your requirements. Oh, good to know. Good to know, Bryce. You're making a video of that, Bryce, you said? Testing all those different servos? Unless it's TD4. The TD4 gets so much shit. Okay, I got to hang on to this because I got to read that later. Find out about that real car mode that you guys all schooled me on today that I didn't know existed. Where was I? How does everyone just know? And I didn't know. Jackal Trades. Yep. Awesome. That'll be really cool. Make sure you share it in the Poor Boys Facebook group so people can see that. Awesome. Yeah, you're a smart guy. I don't even know what an oscilloscope is, so that'd be pretty cool. All right, TT-01, you're done, son. For now, anyway. I'll have to get back to it later on. Get some thicker diff oil in there, some million weight or something up front. Guys were saying they like to pretty much lock their front diffs. You don't want real car mode for race car? Okay. I think we like the TD4, but it is fun to crap all over it, isn't it? I mean, what were they thinking? Giving us plastic T-nuts. Drove me crazy. A plastic T-nut ruined that whole car, if you ask me. That's all it was. TD2 is Tamiya trying to get Top Cat and crashed and burned. Yeah, it's sad here. Bryce is here looking for SRC hints so he can make Saul look bad. I know he is. He's trolling. Trolling for SRC hints. I can't wait to see what he comes up with this year. Worst financial loss in my RC car history. Yeah, I believe it. You guys know Craig from the OAG RC. He got a TD4 used on eBay, and the previous owner did like a super shot kind of a paint scheme, painted it all silver, put super shot decals all over it. It was super cool, really cool. All right, that was an hour, guys. I want to tell you about my journey with my minis. Okay, so some of you guys will probably remember last year we gave away a Mini B, and I just did a free raffle, just like kind of a thank you thing to the viewers, and we gave it away. I did my review on it. It was a lot of fun. It was a really cool little buggy, but I thought, you know, I'll pass it along to someone else just to say thanks. And so I did that, and then I kind of missed it. I'm like, I want to get another one. So I was thinking about getting another one just to have for my collection. And this was right around Christmas time. And so I went into the hobby store to get it. I picked it up, and literally the same day, I get an email from Furatech. And if you guys don't know who Furatech is, they are... That's Furatech. They make like high-end components for RC, like typically like crawlers, but micro. Everything's all micro-sized, but high-end stuff. Really nice stuff. Here, I'll get this package opened up so you guys can see this motor. If you haven't seen this brushless motor, it's so nice. So they sent me this. It's a little brushless motor and ESC for the it's called the Grasshopper system, and it's designed to work with the Losi Micro B and Micro T. Look at that tiny little censored brushless motor, and like it's really nice. The attention to detail everywhere is really, really nice. Crazy, like it's just nuts, this technology. And it comes with this little adapter Dewey here that you plug in, and then you use your an app on your phone to adjust your different parameters. It came with this cool little ESC as well. Put the Furatech in your grant. Nice. Well, here's where I got stuck with it, was that you can see I had to change my receiver, my wires to go to the receiver, like a kind of your conventional large, relatively speaking, large plug. And I couldn't get it to fit. So I reached out to them. I'm like, how the heck do you get this thing to fit? And I bought the smallest receiver I could find. Is like that big. And for the life of me, I couldn't make it fit. Well, they say like they sell their own radio system that has its own receiver that's like super low profile, and that's how you make it all kind of work. Well, I was like, well, that kind of stinks because I don't have that. and they were all out. They couldn't send me one. So I thought I'd try it on the Losi Micro T, but I'll tell you guys, by the time like I took the screws out and stuff, I ended up like stripping some of the screws, and even like the Allen keys were wearing out. There's a 0.9 mil Allen key for the grub screw on the pinion gear. Like, anyway, I was wearing out these tiny little Allen keys that I just don't, I don't have those in like in my toolkit. I use this for everything. So I wasn't going to buy super micro tools. And anyway, yeah, long story short, it did not work out, and I just couldn't get it to work. And I was like super frustrated. It was like months of trying to get this project together, and I just gave up on it. I just told them, no, sorry, can't do it. It's too frustrating. Does not kindle joy. See you, Mozzie. Take care, man. Power Hobby makes a affordable driver, you said? Driver set? Anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. Maybe it'll come to life down the road some point, but I really wanted to do a brushless versus brushed micro T comparison, but yeah, it's just not going to happen now. So I'm just going to keep this micro T for myself. The white one that I had in the review video last week, that was a loaner from BC Hobbies. So that one's gone back. This one stays with me. What is it that they make? A driver set? What's new with Tamiya? Well, great question. And a great opportunity to plug the podcast. Craig, the OAG, has a podcast called Talks Tamiya. And I've been his special guest on there a couple times now. We recorded an episode this week. It is now live. So we're going to be doing that show once a month. It's on Apple, it's on iTunes, Spotify, and on YouTube as well. And every month we'll talk about whatever Tamiya has released that month. They're not giving us a whole ton of new things right now, but we'll talk about whatever is new. So that's a great way to check it out. So if you guys, if you haven't checked out that podcast, check it out. It's a 1 hour episode once a month. So it's not even that long, but we get, we cover quite a bit of info. So moving on, Dune Master. I think I want this to be my next racer. Can you pre-order the John Watanabe? Great question. Joe's here. What's up, Joe? I think this is going to be a race buggy. I really like the way this car looks and performs on the track. I love it. So I went to my local hobby shop there, BC Hobbies, picked up some better quality race spec tires. But as you can see, they're a little bit small. Like this is a conventional 110 scale, buggy tire, but it's just like there's no sidewall to it. It just kind of looks a little on the goofy side. No, it's a Kyosho. It's a Kyosho Dune Master. So, the Dune Master almost has to have where are the tires for it that it came with? Here they are. So, the rear tire, if you were to compare the two, yeah, it's just got a completely different look. And then the fronts are actually quite wide, a lot taller and a lot wider. So it kind of, from this perspective, you can really see the difference. So it kind of looks funny with this race tire on there, 2-wheel drive race tire. So I bought an extra set of tires. So this is more of like a wide, what does it say here? Off-road carpet, 4-wheel drive. It's more of a 4-wheel drive buggy tire. So it's going to be considerably wider, and I think it'll look a lot better. Yeah, I agree, man. The OEM rims do look better. I do prefer them. But the nice thing about this now is by having, a couple dedicated race buggies and using dedicated race tires on them, I can glue them onto the wheels for racing, because I don't like to glue wheels on anything that I run on the beach or in the dirt or sand, because no matter what you do, you're always going to get sand inside of the tire. And it throws the balance of the cars way out to lunch. So I don't like to glue the tires, so I can take them off and get all the sand out. So kind of by doing it this way, I've got the best of all worlds, I think. That's what I tell myself, and that's what I'm going to do. I spent a lot of time gluing tires this week, and I can tell you guys this, my tire gluing skills got a lot better. The first ones, there's just glue everywhere. I don't know. I lack the dexterity to do a nice clean glue job, but I got better. And by the end of the week, I was like, okay, I found a groove, not making a huge mess. So these are, what are these tires called? Prism, 4-wheel drive, soft carpet off-road tires. Don't sniff the rims. Well, the tires have a little something to them. Not as potent as a fresh Tamiya box, though. But I'm hoping that this buggy looks a little more normal with the wider front tires. It's a pretty cool tread pattern on there, hey? And it is offset. I'm not sure. Does it say? What do you think, guys? See how that tire's got like an offset pattern to it? Do you think this side with like the, I guess like the wider gaps, should that be on the outside or on the inside? Let me know in the comments. Don't sniff the rims. Ever wrapped your tires with rubber bands while gluing? No, never done that. RC Playtime, hello. Hello. Wrap your tires with an elastic band. Walk me through that. I'm not too sure. So you just put like an elastic around the outside so it kind of puckers the tire so you have a nice, exposed air to apply your glue. Something special about the smell of Tamiya tires. Oh man, is there ever? There's nothing better than opening a Tamiya box. Like to this day, like that watercolor kind of box art thing they do with the skids and the dirt shooting up the sides. Always looks so good. So what are we thinking, guys? I'm thinking that should be on the outside, kind of that wider. See, we got like a wide gap here and a wide gap here. Like the tire isn't completely symmetrical. This is kind of like a directional tire, right? Let's see. Oh, I think the allergy meds are kicking in, guys. I'm not sniffling nearly as much as I thought it would be. Like I woke up this morning, my head felt like it was like it was like gonna pop from all the sinus pressure. So we've got a speedrun challenge coming up soon, guys. I don't know if anyone's aware of that. Andy. So just a reminder, I'll do, so for the 1st of June, we're going to have a video kind of revealing the chassis and talking about the rules. We'll go over all of the rules. I think I need a wider rim. That looks a little bit weird, doesn't it? Let's see. Yeah, we'll talk about all the rules. Hopefully cover everything in the first rules video. Last year I had to do like a second video to cover more rules. June 1st, we'll reveal everything. And then, you guys will have the month of June to get your cars, to get them tuned in. If you don't already own it, you're going to want to obviously buy one. It's all going to take a little bit of time to buy it, kind of get used to it. Learn how to make it go fast, all those fun things. Actually, that fits okay. I think we're just going to stick to the same 3 classes that we've done in the past. So brushed, brushless, and open. I was thinking of a 4th class, but in hindsight, I don't think we're going to do it. I think we'll just stick to the 3. It will be an inexpensive chassis, relatively inexpensive. It won't be expensive, that's for sure. It'll be a relatively inexpensive chassis. I still haven't selected it. Like I'm still not 100%. And I've talked to some of you guys about this already, and you know kind of my process. It's a little maddening. Yeah, so I've got it narrowed down, is all I can say. Is that I have it narrowed down to a couple options. But that's it. It's all I can tell you. So does that look right to you guys? So the inside of the wheel, I've got this larger sort of spaced out gap. So the wheel would fit on like that. Or would I want that on the outside? That's right, Mark. I think I want it on the outside. For some reason it feels, maybe on the inside. As you turn, it pulls in. I don't know what to do. Might have to do some research on those. Where's my newest Tamiya? Which one's the newest? Which one's the newest? DT-04? I think this one's still my newest. By the way, everyone who's putting like Sand Viper bodies on these, like, good job. I love this chunky, plasticky look of the DT-04. I love the driver figure. So I'm going to keep mine this way. But everybody else is putting the Sand Viper bodies on. Like, they just look so good. It looks like a little more legit, you know, if you will. But there's just something about this whole system that I love. If I can open this thing up. It's easier to do with the little wrench. Where's my wrench? Pile of wrenches. It's just so cool how that opens up like that. And you pull your driver out. Whoops. Spare parts. So cool. I love this chassis. Some might say it'd make a good speedrun chassis. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll know on June 1st. Yeah, I don't know what to do about these tires, guys. If that should be on the inside or the outside. I'm starting to think. I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to go down the rabbit hole when we're done and figure it all out. That's what I'm going to do. What else do I need to do to this Dune Master? I should put a 1080 ESC in this thing as well. This actually works really well, guys. I've got this. It's like an inexpensive 550 12 turn in the back here. Just a brushed motor and like an Amazon kind of a thing. Cheap. And it's perfect. Jeeps. What's up, Eric? Yeah, it works awesome. It works really, really well, actually. It had good torque, all the top end I could expect, so I'm not going to bother changing it. I thought about putting a brushless system in it, the same brushless system that is... Oh, Gabriel. Hey, man. Poking your head and looking for some speed secrets, are you? I was considering putting the same brushless that's in here. This is a 3300, I think. Yeah, 3300 kV. Spectrum. This car is being raffled right now, guys, too, by the way. If you want to a chance at winning this bad boy, I've got a link in the description box where you can win this. Tickets are £2. I've got ticket bundles and stuff like that going on, so this guy is going home to one of you viewers. Free shipping included. So buy your tickets and get a cool race car. And somebody asked me, and I want to clarify, be very, very clear, that somebody asked me why I'm getting rid of this one and not this one, saying that someone said, like, why would you get rid of that? Like, does it suck? Is that why you're raffling it off? And no, the exact opposite. It does not suck. But I've got two. The Dune Master and the Dirt Master are the same chassis. So I don't need to. And I thought a lot of people didn't like the Dune Master, which is why I didn't want to raffle it off. I didn't think it would appeal to as big a crowd. And myself, I love it. I love the buggy or the bug body. Whereas, yeah, just the conventional buggy style, more people would be into that, I figured. So I figured I'd raffle that one off. I think some of you guys just said you bought tickets. If you did, thank you. It's awesome. Good luck. We've had one guy, Paul Coughlin. He's actually won twice, believe it or not. 'Cause he's like, my channel's not that big, so my raffles don't get very big. Yeah, my raffles don't get too crazy. So yeah, one guy has won 2 cars from me already, and raffle does the raffling. Like, I'm not involved in it whatsoever. So there's no tomfoolery going on, you know, they do the actual draw. I prefer the Dune Master myself. Oh, you do, eh? Yeah. I mean, guys, look how good this thing looks. Let's just take a second and have a look at the Dune Master. I'll put some body pins in here. Yeah, as soon as I saw it at the Nuremberg Toy Fair, they had that little thing set up and little display thing with a jump, and I love what they did with this body. Yeah, like check that out. I mean, it looks way better with the stock wheels and tires on it. In my opinion, they look way better. But, you know, for racing buggies. Love it. Awesome looking buggy. And I love the motor sticking out the back. Like, it's just so like, just like a real Volkswagen Dune buggy would have been back in the day. But this is a car that when I was racing it, again, I had my shorty, I was running this battery, this exact battery, and I had it pushed to the front. And I was having a hard time getting it to steer. And then when I moved it back, man, I had all the steering in the world. So I learned a lot about just weight distribution with your battery packs. To get stock wheels, Kyosho can be challenging with parts, that's for sure. DT-01. That would be, oh my gosh. DT-01. A lot of guys have mentioned it, and I did think about it. It's not off the table, but that is just such a sloppy thing. Inside running 2 packs to a TT-02. Traded in by a Tamiya. This is going to be a dedicated race buggy. So I'm doing the things, and I mean, this is like, you know, I'm racing guys with, you know, high-end cars, but this is in like a fun race league, you know, so it's not, this is never going to be the most competitive car on the track. I know that. I'm very well aware of that, but it's just a fun car. And it's something different, you know, in a world where everyone is going to be bringing Team Associated B47.3269s, whatevers. You know, I'm not. I'm bringing neon Beetles. Is the spoiler paint or decals? That spoiler is decals. 3 big decals, if memory is correct. Bruce, you're gonna iron the problems of the normal guys. Yeah, you're not wrong, Andy. You're not wrong. And actually, Tom Lee did a good video. I think I forget if it was a BT-01 or an MB. Well, I think it was a BT-01 that he did. And he shimmed his up, and he got it working pretty good. Apparently. I don't know. I lost faith. I lost so much faith in that BT-01. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the Peugeot. I still might pick it. I might pick it. Lunchbox again, slow it down. Yeah, that's another big element, right? Because the crazy speeds that we're starting to get into open up some doors, you know, for injuries, liabilities, that kind of thing. Where is your show? I'll buy a ticket. Oh, thanks, John. If you look in the description box, actually, no, not of this video, because I had it all set up and then YouTube was doing a weird thing. So if you go into any of my videos, you'll see in the description box, Win My RC Cars with a link. So it'll be there. And then after I'm done this live stream, I'll go back in and I'll throw all those links in. Yeah, I had it all set up properly, but I don't know if something changed on YouTube. It's been maybe 2 months since I've done a live stream, and I'd like to do these in horizontal or landscape, and it would only allow me to film vertical. And I don't know, it was 9 o'clock, 9:01, 9:02. I was like, what do I do? So I just started another live stream. So I don't have all the info in the description box yet. So I will later on. But if you're playing around on the computer right now, and you can go to like my older videos and you'll see it all in there. Or if you're in the Facebook group, it's there as well. Or you can just go to Raffle's website. Raffle, I think this is raffle.com, RAFFALL. And then you can search for Poor Boys RC and you can find me that way as well. So lots of different options. And thanks for buying tickets and thanks for the support, man. It's awesome. This is a great looking buggy. Like this thing it rips. You can run it on 2 or 3S. I mean, you'd race it on 2S, but if you want to get crazy, you could put 3S in it and go have some fun. These things handle awesome. They look great. Kyosho quality. And this is based off the Ultima. Yeah, Ultima SB series. So you can upgrade the heck out of it with like race quality parts. BBX Jipper, what's up, my man? Kong head for the speed run. I thought about it. I do have one, and I haven't used it in a long time. It does need to come out. That would be fun. And they're surprisingly strong. The Kong head is surprisingly strong. Speaking of speed runs, guys, there's another company out there called Relarlo, and they have a speedrun challenge that they're doing as well. It overlaps with my speedrun challenge for a little bit, but I did want to participate in theirs. I know, like, these guys are like the real deal speedrunners, and this car is a legit speedrun car. Not uncommon to see guys doing like north of 150 miles per hour. X Max, yeah, right. But yeah, Relarlo's been, they've been really good to the channel, and so I want to participate in their speed run. I'll probably do like one run. That's all I'm gonna have time for, with like trying to manage my own. But I want to show this car to you guys. You've probably seen it before. These aren't new. The AK-917. These have been out for a while now, and it's become kind of a go-to speedrun car. Relarlo just makes good stuff. Straight up, they make awesome cars. Some people want to fight me on that, but I think they're gonna lose because their cars are so good. So let's do this together, guys. Here, I'll get this right by the mic. Oh, Tony's here. Dennis is here. Look at this. What is going on? Santa Pod, been watching really fast cars. Nice. We'll go for the crinkle. Get right by the mic for you guys. How's that? I'll have to take these out. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, the crinkles. So many crinkles. What a cool looking car. Relarlo AK-917. What do you think of that, guys? What a cool looking machine. So I bought the roller. Would you look at that? It's even got LED lights already wired up in the front. Pretty cool. Beautiful looking machine. And guys, these are so nice. Look at this chassis, by the way. Everyone's here. Looking at my boxed up BBX. Ooh, boxed up BBX. Get that sucker opened up. Yeah, this is quite the machine, guys. You can do a lot with these cars. There's a dual motor setup you can buy from Relarlo. They make their own dual motor setup. So this car has just been designed to be a speed machine. And how cool. It's gorgeous. Look at the spare tire in the back there. So cool. The lights are wired up. That's nice. Nice big bore shocks. Sway bars. So I bought the roller because I've got I'll show you guys. I think this one. 6,500 kV. That guy is going to go in here. It's got 100 amp ESC. So I'll run it on 2 and 3S. I don't think you're supposed to run 6,500 kV on 3S, but I think you can get away with it for a speed run. Oh yeah, it says 3S, so it is 3S friendly. TC, hey, love your stuff. New RC driving. Oh, welcome, man. Thanks for checking out the show. I can't see your comment anymore, so I missed a little bit of it, but I did see Relarlo X12S thrown in there. And if you're new to the hobby, I personally, I think if you're new to the hobby, I think buying a kit and building a kit is probably the best thing to do, because you just gain that intimate knowledge of the car. You get to really understand your car, and you're going to break it, so then you'll know how to fix it. That's my 2 cents. Relarlo makes amazing cars. By the way, this is also a Relarlo. I have an X12S up there. If you haven't watched my review of the X12S, I encourage you to, because it was an amazing review. I love that car. You will love the X12S. It is incredible. And the price point is phenomenal. Santiago, what's up, my man? Tamiya Frog, build it, send it, bend it, mend it. That's right. Yeah, X12S is an incredible car. Get it, for sure. They're cheap. And they do a lot of things really, really well. And they're really fun to drive. I had mine doing backflips 15, 18 feet in the air at the skate park, landing, just backflip, back like all day long. Really good car. Love it. This thing, man, this thing is actually freaking gorgeous. First of all, this is the first time I opened it up, kind of live on the show with you guys here. Get the steel speed pinion, 127. Wow. My Rollarlo review got you interested in buggies. Oh, good. Yeah, honestly, man, like my reviews are, like I say, they're authentic. The excitement, I laugh at myself sometimes when I'm editing. So, the slow motion, whoa, as cars are launching in the air and doing cool stuff. I don't know. It's kind of funny. But anyway, anything Rollarlo is awesome. Yeah, that's why I bought this. I've got an Omni Terminator sitting down here too. We'll maybe check out in a little bit. But I'm going to get this motor and ESC dropped into this guy, maybe throw a servo in it here today and get that ball rolling. Because I got to get some footage for their speed run. Because I'll do like one run. Maybe like if I hit, my goal would be to surpass 60 miles per hour. Because I've never gone faster than 60 miles per hour with an RC car. I did it last year with my Armo Mojave 6S, which is like when that thing is doing 60, like you get the hell out of the way because it's so big and so loud. The body roll and the tires are ballooning, and it's kind of a wild experience. Yeah. And yeah, so I hit 60 with that one, and it was a rush. It was a rush going that fast because I'm not a speed racer, right? I'm not a speed race kind of a guy. So I'm hoping that with this guy, I can hit 70. I think I can. With this setup, I think we'll hit 70. Certainly be capable of hitting 70. Half the challenge these days, and I know a lot of you guys, especially in the UK, have a similar issue where there's nowhere to run the cars. Like if you want to run this car to 70, 80, 100 miles per hour, well, you need a long, straight, clean, uninterrupted stretch of road. And where does that exist anymore? We just don't have a lot of places like that. Cost me a fortune. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, you hit 50 last week, right? In your review from last week when you did the, oh boy, what was it? I forget the name of the car, buddy. Was it last week or a couple weeks ago? I don't remember. My memory's mush. You and Rob were hilarious. You were freaking out. And by the way, anyone looking for a good deal on brushless setups, I've found these on Amazon, actually. They're about 120 Canadian dollars. I don't know why they're so cheap. This is Spectrum stuff. It's good stuff. So I've stocked up and bought a few of them. Not censored, but honestly, I don't care. I'm supposed to get where I am. Shipping tax, almost all price. Juicy 112. The juicy. I heard some people complaining about having to get spare parts from Rollarlo, saying they take forever, and customer service is poor, yada yada yada. Again, my experience has not been that. I've had to order parts from Rollarlo. I live in Western Canada, and I get my parts within 2 weeks every time, and I've never had to pay duties or brokerage or import fees or anything. I don't know. I've had nothing but good luck. If I have to order parts, like where we live, like we're accustomed to having to order parts and wait for them, whether it's from your hobby store or online hobby store or whatever. Not a lot of hobby shops in Canada, stock a ton of Tamiya stuff. It's just how it is. And Yeah, they just don't. So you're always ordering parts. So I don't mind waiting a little bit. It's kind of part of the game at this point. Got to get rid of this little nub. There's this tiny little nub on the bottom of these on-off switches, which I'm sure in some applications wouldn't be a problem, but it is in this one. Good afternoon from Portugal. I saw we got people from all around the world here today. Power of RC, bringing grown man children together. There we go. Get rid of that. Yeah, if I can get this bad boy doing 70, 80 miles an hour, dare I say? I don't know. That's pretty fast. Just got to find the right spot. And like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head of where I could do it. And I can't even think of a place. It would have to be like a public road somewhere, but like late at night or early in the morning where I'm not going to get killed. Okay, let's get this motor in here first. Man, this thing is quite the machine, guys. Holy cow. It's like stop and stare at her for a few minutes first. Crazy, dude. Crazy. This is for your lights. Okay. I gotcha. I wonder if I need a separate light controller or if I just plug it in, just my lights will be on full time, I guess, right? Yeah. Hello, Dwayne. Man-child, perfectly said. That's right. If you just admit it, you know, it's not an insult. Hello from Germany. Hello. A big UPS company. Yeah. Yeah, that's almost what you have to do, right? I've seen a lot of guys in the States doing that, like going like behind like large malls or warehouses or something. Road needs to be flat. Yes. Yeah, I mean, if you're running downhill and it's obvious, that's no good. We want you on a flat surface. So what do we got in this box? We got a bunch of Allen keys. We got some two-sided tape, which is cool. It looks like we have got some different gearing options here. This is probably kind of a higher speed gearing option, gigantic pinion, and two really small spurs. The road needs to be flat or average 2 passes. Need about 600 meters. Well, you can do as many speed runs as you want. If we're talking about the Poor Boys RC Speedrun Challenge, you can do as many speed runs as you wish. You can do 1, you can do 100, whatever you want. Keep doing them. I would say if you're going to, part of the rules, what I'll state is, as far as like the Poor Boys RC Facebook group goes, we don't want people like just coming in and just spamming, just dumping YouTube videos, their own YouTube videos in there, because it just kind of it erodes the whole group. The idea is if you're really participating in the group and you want to share a video, then okay, go ahead. But I just don't want it to become like one of those groups where it's just people dumping videos and not participating and not communicating. It doesn't. Those groups kind of suck, in my opinion. But I think what we'll do is we'll open up the door for people to post their speed runs as long as it's a personal best in the Facebook group. So that kind of gives you some more exposure to your channel as well, to help grow your channels. But then, yeah, other than that, just anytime you do a speed run, just put it up on YouTube and just send me an email saying with a link to it so I can track them all. If it's not a new record, you don't have to send me the link unless you want me to watch it for whatever reason. Let me know. The fewer videos I have to watch, to be honest, the easier it is for me to manage because you can imagine with, you know, say you have 80 people competing, you know, a couple of videos a day. It's just a lot to stay on top of. So, yeah, the fewer I have to watch, it's actually a bit easier to manage. But, yeah, do as many speedruns as you want, man. Just get out there, have fun, start doing them and recording them and putting them up. That's half the fun of the challenge, right? And then you find yourself getting grouped together with other groups of guys that are in the same kind of, you know, speed range as you. And the guys get talking to one another and help each other out. And, you know, hey, I did this to go a little bit quicker. I tried this gearing option. Can I talk about how much you can do before going to the mod class? So the mod class is what the open class, we call it the open class. So basically, in brushed and brushless, you can modify your vehicles with any parts that are available over the counter. So if you, let's say, for example, we're speed running this year with the Kyosho Dune Master, which we're not. Andy, it's not this one. Okay. But let's say, for argument's sake, we are. And you wanted to make it go faster for the speedrun challenge. So you have to, whatever parts you can buy that fit on this car, you can use. We do limit it to the bodies have to be a Tamiya body. So we will be running a Tamiya car. The body has to be a Tamiya body. It can be a reproduction, like from Team Blue Groove or whoever else, but it can't be. Andy, what was yours? One that you were asking about the other day, where it was like a resized. It was like a Mazda 787 Group C body, but kind of resized to fit on a touring car chassis, which I didn't even know existed until you made that post, by the way. But yeah, so it has to be a Tamiya body. Other than that, like, you know, so if you go to the hobby store and you buy different tires, you know, go ahead and use different tires, motors, ESCs, cooling fans, pinion gear, spur gears. Just know, you know, the idea is that in brushed and brushless, it's just over the counter parts that everyone can buy. If you want to put a big spoiler on it, put a spoiler on it. Maybe it's a Traxxas spoiler. Who cares? You know, bolt it on, and it's an over the counter part that everyone else has access to. So that's kind of the blanket rule. And then open class is like 3D printing, all that good stuff. Whenever I see RC consumer, it's a lot of cars, man. Don't let the envy consume you. It's the insanity that you start to get when you have too many RC cars. Yeah, so I hope that answered your question. If it did or didn't, just let me know in the comments there. So what are these guys? What do you think, guys? Like locked differentials in this thing? If we're gonna try and get it going 80 miles per hour, like lock the front diff at least. It's already got some pretty thick fluid in there. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Yeah, hopefully that helped you out. What else can I tell you? We thought about breaking it up into like nickel metal hydride and lipo separately in the brush class, but we're not going to do that. Yeah, because with a nickel metal hydride, guys, you can also run a 7-cell pack or like an 8.4 volt to offset the lipo guys or the lithium high voltage guys. Rear wheel drive for speed runs. Well, 1 month to clear all the rules. That's right. 2K, 5K for front rear. Full lock on diffs. Yeah. Epoxy, yeah. Think a Pro-Am class would work. Open to YouTubers with 10K plus. Yeah. That'd be cool, actually. I think we'll have more YouTubers on this year, too. I talked to Phil, the other Phil, Tom Lee RC. PH Phil. I think he's in. He should be in. He seems excited. Aaron, Discipline RC. You guys probably know Aaron. He's a super good guy. He lives actually just across from me. He's on the mainland. I wouldn't have to race Tom Lee. Yeah, he sounds pretty stoked, actually. So I think he's in. The other Phil. That's right. Yeah, so I think he'll compete. Yeah, Aaron from Discipline RC is going to compete. I think Ricky from Beyond RC will compete. I think Evan from Derby City, hopefully. Yeah, Tommy's great. Tommy's awesome, right? He's a funny guy. He's got kind of a similar kind of a sense of humor that a lot of us do here at Poor Boys, so he would fit right in. Man, this thing is so nice. I can't stop staring at it. Look at the chassis plates on these things. Isn't that beautiful? I love that laser etching that they do. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? I'm going to put this out there. Let's talk about this for a second. This car, this roller, I mean, there's a lot of high-end components, a lot of aluminum, thick, beautiful like beveled aluminum edges, laser engraving, nice tires, wheels, ball bearings, all high-end components, right? This was about, what was this, $250 or something? I think maybe $300. Okay. And it's assembled. So, human beings put this together. There's a lot of effort that went into this. Okay. And for a very low price point. And then you look at something like, I don't know, let's say a Hornet Evo. It's a great example. These are about $250 Canadian. This was about the same price. And I don't know. I find it interesting because this is like obviously a lot of plastic, a lot of lower end components when it comes to cost. CVA shocks, little kind of, this one did come with ball bearings, believe it or not, but a bumper that's been used for 40 years, a gearbox that's been used for 20 years, tires that are 40 years old. Like there's not a lot of new engineering that went into this chassis, and you have to assemble it and paint it, the whole 9 yards, right? $250. $250 and beautiful painted body, lights, light buckets, high-end components, pre-assembled. It makes you wonder, just from just a business perspective, how much money exists in the hobby. If Rollarlo's making money selling this quality of a product for the same price as that Hornet Evo, kind of makes you wonder, Tamiya must be just raking in the cash. No wonder they don't change. No wonder they just do things their way, because there's no need to change that model. They must be making money hand over fist. What do you guys think about that? Am I crazy thinking that, or what? Okay, I gotta get this thing opened up. Reconnecting. Oh, it's like $1.75. Yeah, it is. That's been my joke forever. Like when comparing our Canadian dollar to the US. 10, 11 years ago, it was like pretty much on par. And now it's like our money is like, it's so not worth anything. Chinese manpower is cheap. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to know what they're paying the people that are assembling these cars, and see the working conditions and stuff. Obviously, it's a much different world than what we live in here. Depends where they're manufactured. Yeah, that's a Chinese budgets. Yeah, you're right. Man, this thing is so nice. Like, I don't want to wreck it. Lasso Kid, I'm wrenching on this. What is it? Guess. Look at that. Look at those shocks. Yeah. Hey, Paul Coughlin's here. He's got his lunchbox with him. This is a Rollarlo AK917 that I'm going to do one single speed run with. They've got their own speed run challenge happening, and it overlaps with my speed run challenge. But I'm in Camp Rollarlo. I love them, so I wanted to participate and see if I can just do a personal best. Their speed run challenge is like, real speed run cars, real speed runners, guys doing like, pushing 200 miles per hour kind of a thing. Like we're talking like Rasa speeds here. So I'm not that guy. I'll be stoked if I hit 70. I'll be super stoked if I hit 70. If I hit 80, I'm buying everyone a round of beers. I missed your comment there, Bryce. Knockoff product for my stuff was cheaper than my production cost. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, man. I don't know how they do it over there, but they do it. All right, let's get this bad boy opened up. How soothing is this drill sound on your ears, guys? Let me know. Just loving it or what? Yeah, it'll definitely be a Tamiya car. Definitely a Tamiya car. That's kind of the whole premise of the thing, is like to take a car that's not supposed to go fast and make it go fast. That's how it all started. Like, I didn't expect it to become this freaking monster that it's become. It was just kind of done for fun. Some of you guys on this stream right now were part of the very first speedrun challenge that we did, where we raced Midnight Pumpkins, CW01s, lunchboxes. Right? That was fun. I think there was only like maybe 20 of us that ended up racing that year, but man, that was fun. Guys, this thing is so nice. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Should I take that whole motor plate out? I probably should. Hey, to get my motor aligned. Yeah, let's do it. The only issue that I've had with my Relarlos would be that I had some screws strip out rather easily, I felt, on the rally car. What's the rally car? The X10F, whatever. Fox, Nova Fox. I thought about it. Yeah, that was the only negative I've been able to kind of point out about these Relarlo cars. But this one, I mean, these screws are coming out really nice. They had red Loctite on them on the X10. I can't think of the name. Did I get you? Did I get you? Yeah, I got you. Now I need to take the whole gearbox off to get you out. XTS F10. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the Relarlo shocks, Bryce, you're right, man. They are so nice. I think they might fit on the CW01. I wanted to get a set of the green big bores that come on the on their rally cars and see if I can put them on my pumpkin. I want to do a little redo with the pumpkin, breathe some new life into it. Samsung R&D for it's not trying to be an outlet cost over there. Some powers cheap, bigger brands. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. You are right. There we go. That's all we needed. Just loosen you up a little bit and get this guy out of here. Too big. Yeah, Andy, I saw that breakdown you did on the group. Some real detective work going on there, I have to say. I was impressed. I read that this morning quickly. All right, there's my motor plate. Where's my motor? There you are. Got some nice big screws. Did it come with screws? Probably not. No. That is all good ski in the hood ski. These little Amazon screw kits are like such an amazing lifesaver. Can't wait for the speedrun challenge. Atta boy. Prioritizing life purchases based on speedrun challenges. This is the way. Mark! Paul is yelling. Come on, washer. What's going on today, Paul? Are you racing? Oh, sniffles. Going to the drift track today, are you? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get you that poster you were asking about the other day. Had a bit of a crazy week. I ended up, yeah, it's 55 people on now. I was mentioning it earlier, but there was a car that came up for sale locally, 1985 Toyota Supra. And I went and looked at it, and it was absolutely as amazingly beautiful as you'd imagine an 85 Supra to be. So I may have bought it, and I may have spent a lot of time playing with it this week. That would be a fun speed run. 14 scale semi-trucks. Metal diffs, what's better, grease or liquid silicone? Good question. Personally, I like grease. Getting my first monster truck stuck between the G601 or Claude or Lunchy. Ooh. Those are all really good choices with completely different, driving experience attached to each one. Let's see if this is going to work. Yeah, we've got a big old spur gear on there too. This is crazy. Like the kit comes with I don't know if you can see that very well. There you go. If I had to spitball a number on that spur gear, I don't know, I'd say we're in the 80s of teeth. And then we've got some really small ones here as well. But I'm going to start with that spur gear and the largest pinion. So I know I've still got room to gear up if I need to. But still kind of monitor my motor temps and everything because, yeah, running this thing on 3S is going to I think we're going to generate quite a bit of heat. And I'd rather not catch fire, so. Like I said, I'm only going to do probably one run because then our speedrun challenge is going to start and that's going to occupy all the time. CC01 for speedrun, yeah. GFO2, lots of good options. Lots of good options. I can't tell you though, Bryce. If I tell you, I got to kill you. That's what I've been telling everyone. And I like it. You're a great guy. You're a great guy. We don't need people getting murdered here. Had to say the same thing to Andy. I can't let you know. I'll have to kill you. Mark Bryan's my hired assassin. He's really, really good. He comes in the middle of the night. You never know what happened. Bam. Where do I send the bribe? Bye, binge. GFO2. Yes, it does. Another batch of the Dynahead. Oh, cool. Dynahead's cool. The G601 is just such an awesome chassis. The Kong head is so much fun. Just if you get it, best advice, make sure you buy bearings ahead of time. Because if you assemble it with the bushings, because the entire chassis is a gearbox. It's just a giant, 18 geared gearbox. Not 18, but a bunch of gears in a gearbox sandwiched together that forms a chassis. Pretty crazy stuff. Mark doesn't scare me. Mark, you hear that? You gonna take that stuff, man? I don't know. Boys are getting crazy. How do you fit? Not very well. Oh, got a random shim there. When's the Relarlo XTS P12 rally car coming? Good question. I do have one coming to the channel for review. I forget the dates, but I want to say in probably about a month or so. I think they're going to be officially released. I read over the info. It hasn't arrived yet, but there is one coming. They sent me one, I think, last week. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And I say that because, I mean, I think everything Relarlo has been putting out lately has been nothing short of awesome. And a 12 scale version of their really popular 10 scale rally car, I think, is a brilliant choice. And here's why RTRs aren't necessarily my favorite, because already I've got, oh, what's happening there? Oh, you're touching. Oh, that's not going to work. You know, already, you know, little things like this little spacer, the shim falls out. I'm like, where does that go? I don't know. I didn't put this car together. So one of the reasons I like building my cars. Whoops. Dun, 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 dun. Not always. For like bashers and stuff, I don't mind it. I don't mind just like opening a box and just going. But that, and that. Okay, those screws weren't working. I need more room. Need a bigger house. I'm going to keep doing this stuff. Mark isn't very ninja-like, especially if Rob's around. Ain't that true? Mark Bryan, the ninja. Hired assassin. Mild-mannered citizen by day. The big pigs. That would be fun, actually. Speed racing bigwigs. There we go. Now we got some slidage. Super Astute is on sale for the same price as a DT-04 on A main. What? What? That's crazy. That's cheap. Wow. Because what's the DT-04 on A main? It's like $150 or something, isn't it? Holy cow. Well, there you go. Get your Super Astutes now while they're cheap. And don't forget to use the Poor Boys RC affiliate link. Doesn't cost you an extra... I'm not going to say that now. There we go. Yeah, that's an insane price. I think when I built mine, I was saying on my video, like it was like, I want to say there were $3.99 Canadian, which was still like $2.99 US, which is pretty expensive if you think about it for what you get. It's a pretty, I mean, I know it's like a more of a race spec, race DNA buggy, but it's not really, you know, it's not really all that. I always thought they were kind of overpriced. Mads is here. What's up? Oliver's here. Look at this. The whole gang is here today. Feeling the feels today, guys. All the gang is in the house. What is up, Mads? What is up, Oliver? You crazy boys. Where do you suppose this shim goes? Bob Sensei. Mark Ross. All right, Mads, 5 minutes is good for me, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, my man. Where do I suppose that would go? I don't know. I'll find a home for it later. I don't know how I'm supposed to tighten up those motor screws. I don't know if I can get my screwdriver all the way in there. Probably not. Nope. Well, that's a bit of a pickle. That's pretty tight. Pretty tight fit there, bud. How am I going to do that? I might have to take the whole rear gearbox off. I think that's what we have to do. The way this motor mount is sort of set up here, you know, it's like almost like a TT-02 or something. But the bottom motor mounting screw, I can't reach it from the back here. This chassis is just too long. Or maybe I can. Yeah, I might be able to. I don't want to take the whole rear end out, you know. Do you know what I am saying? You're not working for me today. Come on. The shim goes in the oopsie box between the motor mount and the what? It would make sense it went between the motor mount and something. Maybe the motor mount and the spur? Is that what we're thinking? I think that makes sense. There's a bearing in there too. Let's see. Yeah, the shim fits perfectly on that little, make you see it better this way. That output shaft right there. It fits perfectly on there. There's a bearing on there. And the bearing rides inside that little hole right there in the motor housing, or the motor mounting plate. If they only came with instructions, right? Like I said earlier, it's why I really like building my cars. Because then you just know it. Like you just know what went where, or at least have a good idea of where it was, how it all went together, kind of a thing. Might go on this side. I don't think it does though. Anyway. Yeah, buddy. Okay, well, let's button it up then. Has anyone here listened to the podcast, the Talks Tamiya podcast that Craig and I are doing? And don't feel bad to say no if you haven't. So glad you're not a surgeon. Oh, it goes in front of the bearing? Yeah, dude, if I was a surgeon, these hands, no way. That's half the reason I couldn't work on this. Like on the micro bees, like these screws are so small. And like my hands don't like shake a lot, but like when I'm when I got a tiny little screw, you know, I got a little bit of a shake. It's like not working for me. In front of the bearing, you say. Let's see. Okay, that seems to make sense. Seems like it fits kind of naturally right there. Yeah, beautiful. Bang on. Bang on, homie. We got it. We got it. Where's the kidney go? Oh, come on, you're so close. Yeah, nothing a bit of brute force can't help. Come on now. Oh boy, I'm gonna take the whole back end out. Ay, 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 ay. Major surgery. Let's go. Yeah, then it's like, which screw goes where again? Kind of wing it. That was one good thing. One good thing about the BT-01 and the MB-01. The only good thing about those chassis is that it's like the same screw. It's the same, like I think it's an 8mm or something like that. Self-tapping 8mm that goes in like everything. Like every screw in that chassis is that screw. So you can't screw it up. You got it, Andy. And it was really easy to, it was like 2 screws and the transmission came out, and then 2 screws to flip it around. And it was really easy that way. But just over-engineered, frustrating every other way. In my humble opinion. Just trying to get you excited. It would be a funny choice. Just saying. It's not off the table. Not off the table, the BT-01. Maybe the MB-01, shorter wheelbase. BT's for everyone. Yeah, Paul, you won my BT-01, didn't you? My Supra? Oh, right on. I love seeing some of the cool stickers you guys come up with for the Speedrun challenge. There were a bunch last year. A bunch of guys had cool stickers and videos and stuff made up, and cool intros, and pretty cool group of guys, if you ask me. Some pretty cool cats. Pretty cool cats. This Rolarlo is gonna rip. Yeah, we did do M chassis last year. You're right. The TT-02 year, that was a wild year. TT-02s were crazy. Where do you go? Ba-ba-ba-bum. The longer ones are on the outside. All right, we got extra screws. Perfect. I love when we have free extra hardware at the end of a build. Front wheel drive, maybe. One of the cool things about using the MB-01 or BT-01 would be the fact that it is so versatile, and you can do front wheel drive or rear wheel drive. But with the rules, the way the rules are stated, the rules state that any over-the-counter part you can use in any class. So then, in theory, somebody could make it four-wheel drive. Let that percolate for a second. I think I saw like one YouTuber did it. I forget who it was. Maybe Rex. I don't know. I think someone made it four-wheel drive. But it's doable, right? And then you've got a four-wheel drive platform to work with, which would be pretty neato, if you ask me. Still a BT-01, but guys, why do I have 2 extra screws? There are no holes, yet I have 2 extra screws. What is really going on? It's not for this thing. Oh, Philip, what have you done? Ah, well, weight reduction. Speedrun car. It's fine. TTO2 in the parking lot, caught air from the cracks. Yep. Yep, that happens. Oh, what did I do here? Pulled you out. Come on now. Come on. Come on, you. Well, that's just driving me mad. There we go. Now we gotcha. There we go, Phil. You can do it. You can do it. Guys, it is a beautiful day today out here in beautiful Vancouver Island, BC. Not a cloud in the sky. I still got to make a video for you guys with my Toyota Camry. Back for a bit. What are we doing? The cover still has to go on. Oh, the cover. That's what it is. Thank you. That's where the 2 extra screws are from. Ha! You're the best. We're still wrenching away here, Shannon. Getting a motor installed on this little machine here. I had some extra hardware, but yeah, thank you. You're right. The cover has to go on. This is why I've got away from like doing like serious builds and stuff on the live streams, because I make so many mistakes. I make mistakes when I'm not trying to talk to people. You know what I mean? All right. Now, are you going to reach? That is the question. I saw some comments there, guys, but I totally missed them. So if I'm not getting back to you, 450, nice. That's a deal. Blitzer chassis, nice. Stroop waffle power, yeah. Dude, those Stroop waffles are so good. I love them. And that tip that you gave me to microwave them for just a couple seconds. Oh my gosh. When that kind of that, what is it? Is it honey that's on the inside? It gets a little bit warm and melty and dude, game over. So good. Come on, you. Where are you? Where are you? You guys wouldn't want me to be your surgeon? I find that offensive. Oh, there's the screw. There you are, buddy. I see ya. No hiding from me. You guys talk to yourself while you're wrenching on things? Is that healthy? Let me know in the comments below. Oh my Lord. Come on now. Oh, I got it. There we go. There we go. How's that mesh? A little bit tight. Relatively crappy here in Connecticut. Talk to myself a lot. Nice. Good, good, good. I'm playing in the bedroom. Jesus. Y'all have me researching Tamiya kits. Yes, you will not be disappointed. You will love your Tamiya kit. That gear mesh is a little tight, guys. Well, maybe not. Nah, it's okay. It's doable. It's not bad. It's not perfect. But I also think on a speedrun car, I might want my mesh just a smidge snugger. Yeah, it's good. I'm glad I'm not alone in the whole talking to yourself while working on things. You guys know how to make a guy feel good about himself. It shows good for my self-esteem. Let's bring you down a little bit there, princess. Right there. How that? Oh, yeah. Guys and gals, we've got a motor in there. Maybe I'll put the cover on now and use all those extra screws that the kit came with. Something like this. Giddy up. Let's go. A Thunder chassis. I thought about the Thunder chassis. 4-wheel drive, tough, inexpensive, fits all the criteria. Come on, you. There we go. It fits all the criteria. It's not off the table. Could be a Thunder chassis. Could be a Thunder chassis. I've got a TA-02. TA-02s are pretty rare these days, aren't they? Sherman tank. There was a group of guys that I think the year that we were racing the TT-02s, there's a group of the guys that that participate in the Poor Boys Speedrun Challenge every year that were racing Tamiya like 114 scale trucks. And they were speed racing them. Like they were like rolling them and crashing them on the streets, doing like 70, I think. Crazy, man. Crazy. Look at that, gang. She's in there. And look, it even matches the orange. It's a little bit off. The Spectrum orange is a little bit darker, but looks pretty good if you ask me. I don't know what the tooth count was on that pinion, but it was the largest pinion that came with the kit. Yeah, there's a smaller one in here. Some different parts too. There's a different steering link. Maybe that's for to go to your steering servo? No? Oh, yeah, probably. So where do you mount the steering servo in this thing? That's the next question. Maybe I should look at the instructions, hey? Instead of just guessing everything. Instructions, what about them? AK917 4-wheel drive. Even there, like, look at that instruction manual, guys. Like, it's like a high quality magazine kind of a print. Like everything's all nice and colorful in there. Kev Talbot did 6S. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds Kev Talbot. I saw him duct tape a 6S pack in a what was it? An Armagorgon. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Whatever. Everybody's different. Okay, what am I doing? Where does the steering servo go? Oh, there you go. Lays down right there. Steering servo lays down right there, ski. And then you put your stuff on there, ski, and there, ski. Gotcha. Gotcha. And I bet you that we're going to have some... That's your servo mount there, ski. Yeah, okay. It's all coming together. Keep talking, Phil. Keep talking. You're doing good, buddy. You're going to make it. We got lots of little screws, and I guess this is my servo mount. And it's going to do something. I'm about to build a TA-02 for the new Porsche 934 body. Ooh, very, very nice. Those new Tamiya Porsche bodies that they're coming out with this year, the Audi R8 body looks amazing. The Porsche, what is it, 911 GT3, I think it is, on the TT-02. Ooh, what a beauty. She's a beaut rock. We've got some exploded views. How do I mount the steering servo bracket thingy doodad? Servo mount and horn. Okay. Well, the holes are there, so that would have to go into the servo like that. I'm going to use this servo because I love these servos. Injora. I like this little sticker they come with. Work sucks. Let's play. It's cool. Small things amuse me. Yeah, what's the spec on this guy? Voltage range 4.8 to 6 volts. At 6 volts, 0.14 operating speed, 0.14, 60 degrees. So I lied earlier. I think I said 0.09. So I definitely lied. But still, 0.14, 60 degrees is not bad. It does the trick. And they come with a 25 tooth spline, which I just like. 25. I think from what I heard, a lot of servo manufacturers are going to start going to 25. That's what she said. Need that little guitar riff afterwards. If you guys don't have one of these little servo centering things, get one. They're like, it's like 3 of them for $10 on Amazon or something. They're super cheap. And you didn't realize how handy they are until you have one. Not having to hook up your radio and everything, just being able to do it this way is so fast and so easy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so usually if they're doing that, they want you to do that. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Let's refer to the manual again. Look at all these blingy parts too. Like, look at this manual, guys. It's gorgeous. Everything's all full color, like really nice quality print on everything. Their upgrade parts, like the Relarlo upgrade parts, are actually like very well priced. Bryce, you were saying earlier about like the shocks and stuff that you're using. Like, I think a set of their big bore green shocks that's on the XTS F10 are like $29.99 on their site, which is like just a crazy, like it's a phenomenal price, $30, and like they're really, really nice shocks. Okay, so I got my steering link here. I got this is my servo horn. Yeah, you go there. Yeah. Screw go there. Yeah. like that. I need one of my digital servo goes along the back the front tires. Yeah. Yeah, those things they're super handy. Super duper handy, if I do say so myself. Okay, how do you go? You're gonna go this way. You're going that way, so how the heck does this thing hold down? What's really going on? Oh, I think I see the light. This will have to bolt down to something right there. I got you. I got you now. Oh yeah, just like that. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We are getting there. Yeah, what is it? It's like May 20, what is it? What's today? 24th or something? So it's pretty much 1 week until we announce the new chassis for the Speedrun Challenge. That's cause for excitement, gang. It's time to get excited. I've got a lot of awesome sponsors on this year too, guys, by the way. Yeah, the channel has grown quite a bit, which is great. And with that comes exposure to, certain companies. Just ordered a servo tester. Nice. Good job. Yeah, they're cheap, right? They're cheap and they work so well. It's so nice to balance or to center a servo during a build. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, a lot of great sponsors this year, guys. So I'm not going to say who just yet, but a handful of them. We got some great prizes this year. Really, really great prizes this year. And one of the challenges that we had in previous years is that, this contest is an international contest. And, while it was amazing having Eliminator RC, like a Canadian hobby shop, give gift cards to winners, it's wonderful. But if you live in, Switzerland or Serbia and you win, gift card for a Canadian RC shop, you're probably not going to use it. So I've got prizes aligned for for regions now, depending where you live, since we're all over the world. And it's pretty cool. I'm actually quite proud of the whole thing. It was a lot of work and a lot of people and a lot of emails back and forth to a lot of companies. And it's nice, some companies just really kind of, I'd say, quote unquote, get it. And they want to get in bed with YouTubers. They understand the power of social media and marketing and using it as a tool, sort of thing. Not all companies feel that way, so it's kind of this neat mishmash of organizations that you end up dealing with. But anyway, what did I do wrong? Did something wrong. My servo wants to sit way over there, so I think I need to flip it around. Da, 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 da. Well, that matches the thing, but it doesn't line up. What is really going on? The E-clip tool that Adam showed. Oh. Hoping it's a DT chassis. It very well may be. The DT chassis is a great chassis. I think I have to flip you around, buddy. Yeah, there was another guy that did a speedrun challenge last year, a guy in the UK. I forget his name. A bunch of guys did it, though. And they ended up using, I think they used DT-02s. So the only reason I'm kind of shying away from that platform is that it already got used semi-recently. And just, want to keep things fun and fresh and keep it interesting. Okay, I think it has to go this way. And then I have to flip you around. I think that's the deal. Do a 180 with a servo. Oh my God, 2.5 hours. So I didn't realize time flew by so fast. Jeez Louise, haven't been watching the time. I was going to say, guys, the last half hour or so of today's show, I wanted to kind of open the door up. CW Creations. Yes, that's right. That's who it was. Thank you. The last half hour of the show here, guys, I wanted to open it up. Kind of a Q&A. If you guys have any questions about, we can do like an Ask Me Anything. So if you have any questions for me about the channel, about things that are going on, whatever, feel free to shoot right now. Or if you have any questions about the Speedrun Challenge, now is a great time to ask. And of course, I'm not going to tell you what the chassis is. Not just yet. You got to wait a week. Any limit on battery size? Great question. So in the two main classes, brushed and brushless, there's a, how do we do it? In brushed, we're doing, what do we do? Do we 3S? In brushless, you can do 3S max. Yeah, it's 2S. Give a picture of the Supra. Ooh. Dennis, I'll get you pictures. I'll message you later. What did we do in the past? I'm drawing a blank right now. I thought that we did 2S max on brushed, and then brushless was 3S max, and open class is open. You can do anything you want. You can 6S, 10S, put a rocket engine in it. Actually, Junkyard Dog, Team Junkyard Dog did put like an actual rocket engine on one of theirs. Didn't go very well, but that was hilarious. But yeah, let me I'm gonna have to double check the rules, but I'm pretty sure we did 3S, up to 3S on brushed and brushless. I can't even remember my own rules sometimes. Yeah, brushless, we definitely did 3S. Yeah, 100%. Because those guys were getting into the 100 mile per hour. They're cracking 100. Growing a beard like Adams? If I could grow a beard like Adams, I would. No, I probably wouldn't. There we go. I've been shaving my head bald since I was 27. I'm almost 47. So, like, the majority of my life, I've not had hair. So I'm just kind of used to that now. Restricted to one class. Another good question. If you want, what I've done in the past is if you want to rally for prizes, you can only, like, how do I say this better? You can compete in multiple classes, but you can't win prizes in multiple classes. Like, if you're just a ringer and you're going to come in, like, I want to avoid that. You know what I mean? Like someone coming in and just like dominating brushless and taking home all the gold, you know? So if you want to compete, like, let's say you're a brushed racer and you want to do a few runs in brushless, you can, but they're not going to count, and you can't win prizes in the second class. So I guess what I'm saying is that you have to stay in one class. We're only going to count you in one class. You're only eligible to win prizes from that one class. But if you want to do runs in other classes, you're welcome to do it. They just won't count. And I saw some other stuff come up there, but I missed it. So feel free to keep chatting and we'll get the stuff to pop back up on the screen. Boys, this thing's going to be so awesome. Oh my gosh, it's coming together. Look at this thing. I've never driven anything like this before, like a true, like, dedicated street machine. These tires are so nice, man. Gosh, Rillardo makes beautiful cars. Suspension is so good. Two questions. Recommendations on painters that can paint an RC10. Oh, I lost it. If you want a good painter, Guru's World, the best. Talk to him. I saw some more questions there, guys, but I missed them. So keep popping them up. Did AE ever make front wheels from the world's car in white? Ooh, don't know. I'm not the best on that. How many video min and max should we post? I say as many videos, make as many videos as you want. Some guys live for this challenge and they'll have 15 videos and some guys only have 2. So do whatever you can. Do as many running videos as you want. But what I was saying earlier is, unless it's a personal best, like don't tag me in every single video because there's just so many videos to watch. So to try and keep up on everyone else's videos and do my own and try to have a life, it's a lot. It's a lot. So if you can just send me your videos that are like your personal best, that'll move you up the scorecard. And then at least that way I can just manage that. And then I watch the videos otherwise just to kind of keep an eye on things. But yeah, you can do as many videos as you want. I hope that answered your question. Kind of ran all over the place there. Saw something about a mullet wig and I got distracted. And you're right, I do need a mullet wig. If you saw the cars that I, like my personal cars that I drive, like they all require a mullet wig. Okay. That thing is in there. This is so cool. So cool. Where's the ESC? What if I have no class? Still have my long hair since high school. Ah, dude, I'm so jealous. Mrs. Airport was there. See, that's right. I had long hair in high school. It was in one of my videos. I think I threw up my student card in one of my videos. And yes, I had hair at one point, guys, and it was long and glorious and amazing and breathtaking and all the things. Where am I going to put you? Have you updated the scoreboard too or no? Digital scoreboard. Man, that'd be so cool. I wish. We'll get there. Hopefully in a few years, we'll have the budget for the digital scoreboard. Watch your eyes, guys. Oh, cutting off tabs. The thing flew off like a rocket. Close your eyes. An RC Racer says knee. Oh, there we go. I'm curious if there'd be a catchy song this year. Well, it wouldn't be the Speedrun challenge without a catchy song, would it? Actually, and they changed the rules on that, the app that I was using for my music. And they changed the rules around, and now to use their songs, their AI generated songs on any type of social media, like you have to pay for a license or something. I'm like, come on, guys, like, because like they're taking ownership. Steel Panther, yeah. No, I don't use Abzima paints. I've never used them. What was I saying? Yeah, they want you to pay for a license, and they're saying like, you know, we wrote this song, therefore, like you have to pay us. And I guess I see what they're saying. I see, you know, the logistics behind that, the logic, maybe I should say, behind that. But I still strongly disagree with it. I'm like, it's an AI song, guys. Like, come on, give us something for free, for fun. But we'll see. We will definitely have a song, though. Is an Aggress close to a Top Force Evo on the track? Ooh, that's a good question. You know, I've never driven my Aggress, so I might not be the best guy to ask. It's so pretty. I just have a hard time imagining scratching it. So I've never tracked it. So I don't know what it drives like. I bet it drives beautifully because it's got nice suspension geometry. The high caps are there, you know. It's got a lot of good things going for it. And the Top Force Evo I have driven quite a bit. And man, that's a race car all day long. Like you could put that on any racetrack and have a ton of fun with it, and hang with the big boys for sure. It is a race machine. Look at these long leads everywhere. Ay, ay, ay. All right, guys. What else is SRC Tamiya car? It will be a Tamiya car, yes. My RC car's community property. Yes. It's so good. They've got a show, Paul. I don't know if you watch their show on YouTube, Steel Panther Television. It's they have like a game show that they do, and I don't know. I mean, I love those guys. They're so hilarious. You got to check it out if you haven't seen it. Okay, you go there, you go there. Something like that. Well, we got the electronics mounted. It's in there. ESC's there, servo. Everything's looking good. It's nice having these big wings on the side. You got all this room to put stuff. Yeah, buddy. Get my receiver up there. Get these wires all zip tied up. Where'd my zip ties go? A polka band you could use. Yeah. Who's that guy, the Polka King? There's a Canadian, or not, I don't think he's Canadian. I think he might be Polish. Walter Ostanek. Anybody know Walter Ostanek? The Polka King? And the only reason I know that name is because I went to college in a town called Kitchener, Ontario. And there was a very large population of Germans that emigrated there after the First and Second World Wars. In fact, my first house I ever bought was on a street full of World War evacuees and immigrants. Wonderful, wonderful German community. And anyway, every year out there they had a big Oktoberfest. Like it was wild, man. Like they shut down the streets downtown. There's beer flowing everywhere. Everyone's wearing lederhosen. It's great. And Walter Ostanek would come, the Polka King. Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al's the best. Guys, this thing is coming together, and I am excited. Would you guys run a short pack or a long pack in a race car like this? Sticks it in. There it is, boys. Look at that. We got something done. We got electronics fitted. Let's put this body on, see how it looks. I got to get my radio dialed in, but we've only got about 10 minutes left here, so I want to give this thing, give it a little looky-loo. And kind of drool over it for the last few minutes. Short pack for balancing. Yeah, you're probably right. What are your guys's, I hate when people say that, but I say it too. Your guys's, what are your thoughts on clipless bodies versus clipped bodies? Let's talk about that for a second. Because I'll tell you, clipless bodies are great. But like on big bashers and stuff, I really don't see the purpose of it. Because when you're bashing and you're, launching in the air, they tend to kind of come loose. And that's where clips would really come in handy, right? With these little tethers. Lose a spare wheel. Yes. Jack Black, Poker King. Oh, you're right. He did do that movie. The bigger battery. Yeah, good point. Guys, man, that thing looks so nice, doesn't it? Like it's so heavy. It's got so much weight to it. I love it. Man, this thing's cool. Maybe you can get some stickers on before the show ends. Let's see what we have for numbers. Clipped bodies always, yeah. Yeah, because, what's the Kyosho Phaser lineup of cars? they have those ultra scale bodies, and some of those bodies, man, like the 57 Chevy and the Barracuda and like just all those old muscle cars and stuff they do, those bodies are so nice, and they have body clips, and it's like that's where you need the clipless body, in my opinion. And then the clips on bashers for sure. Magnetic mounts on your GTO, nice. I tried magnetic mounts before, and my experience was that they didn't have the best adhesion. Not adhesion, that's not the right word, is it? The best magneticness. They weren't very sticky. Mind you, was on a hard body, but oh, looks like poop. There we go, 21, feeling fun. Fun and 21. I might just put Relarlo stickers on instead of numbers. Who knows? Man, that thing looks so good, guys. I love it. It's got so much weight. Yeah, really have to get used to driving this thing. And yeah, get my one speed run in. Clipless is nice with the clean look, but I hate... Yeah, they do come off easy, right? Paul's got his mind in the gutter already. My man got his mind in the gutter. I love it. Yeah, that GTO body is absolutely gorgeous. And so with the new Kyosho's Phaser, the new drift car, Truino AE86, whatever the heck you want to call it, Toyota Celica, or I don't know. It's got like 50 different names. They went clipless on that one. And I will have one come to the channel soon to do a review on. So that'll be awesome. Looking forward to that. But like, it's a drift car. So the drift guys, I think they're more into like a little bit of that nice kind of styling as well. So that's a good application for clipless. Neodymium. Huh. I need golf stickers. I know, eh? Actually, you know what? I might even have some. I might have some from Team Blue Groove, or who's the other guy? MCI. In my sticker bin, buried away. You're right, yeah, because it does need like the legit golf logos on it just to really kind of make it pop. But man, this thing is just so cool. I can't get over how heavy it is. Like, that's one thing about Relarlo cars. Like, they've got this like robustness to them. They've got some weight. They got some chunk, you know? They feel good. They're just, man, they're planted. Gosh, they're fun to drive. Love, love, love Relarlo. Some instructions. I might need those later. 100 amp, brushless, smart ESC, 6500 kV. That's it. No prep drag cars. That's right. Nothing will be prepped. That is for damn sure. I guarantee you I will not be prepared. Got tons more gears in here. I'm gonna need some Velcro. Is that supplied Velcro too? Look at that. It even came with Velcro. Love you, Relarlo. I saw somebody saying earlier that their website's driving them crazy from the pop-ups. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that for sure. And I'm in all of their groups. So it's like, I keep getting the pop-ups too. And I'm like, dude, I'm in all these groups. Stop notifying me. I'm aware. I take the body off to do that. 6,500 kV is fast. That's right. We're going to run it on 3S. My goal is 70 miles per hour. I'm sure I could calculate it somehow, but I'm not smart enough to do that. So I'm not going to. The Radio Link combined ESC receiver. No, I never did review the Radio Link combined ESC receiver. I didn't even know they had one. Tell me more. I do have another radio from Radio Link that I need to review, but it's going to be a while till I get to it. It's over there somewhere. but it's like a dual thumbstick style radio with like, I don't know, like a gazillion channels. And yeah, like a gazillion channels. And what else did I want to say? It can be used for like for FPV, like sorry, maybe not FPV, but for like like flight simulators, like on your computer. You can use it for that. It's just like a really crazy, like highly advanced radio. Yeah, so I just have to kind of like wrap my head around it first because it's like my caveman brain's having a hard time dealing with it. I mentioned it. Honestly, I don't remember it, man. A 2-in-1? I'd have to go back and have a second look. But it doesn't seem to ring a bell to me for some reason. I do not know why. It just doesn't. Phil! We're just going to a birthday party. We're at our 4th effing retail store. Shannon loves shopping with his partner. I don't know how you do it, man. Maybe I'm imagining it. Yeah, you got that speedrun going through your brain. It's affecting everything now, Andy. It's all falling apart, man. It's nice this car came with some Velcro. That's cool. And Velcro up that body. Get your Velcro on. Yeah, I'll get some photos for you guys. I'll put them up in the Facebook group, maybe, of that new Supra that I picked up this week. You'll love it, guys. It's like, it's completely stock. Like nothing's been touched on it. It's a really like a bit of a time capsule of a car. My wife is like, God bless her. You know, she supports me. She's like, what? Like, we don't have room for this, man. Like, what are you doing? So I've got to sell a Firebird. If anyone's looking for a really cool Firebird, let me know. I'm your guy. 1994 Pontiac Firebird Formula, 383 stroker, all freshly painted, built, you name it. It's done. Uh, 6,500 per RPM, 3S, 14 volts, 691,000 RPM. That's a lot of revolutions per minute, isn't it? This sucker's going to be not slow. What, you don't like Firebirds? Who doesn't like Firebirds? All right, get that Velcro stick in there, guys. Look at that. Oh, my Lanta, we have got ourselves a race car. Bernard, hey man, what's up? Welcome to the program. Today we're talking seasonal allergies, Shannon having to shop with his wife, speedruns, Relarlos, Tamiyas, you name it. It's a hot little show we're having today. Can somebody here explain to me why some motors are rated in terms and rated in kV? It drives me nuts. Yeah. Turns. Yeah. Turns was always what we used for brushed. And then kV came around for brushless. But then in the brushless world, they tend to combine turns and kV. I think they do it that way to like give you like, you know, say like a 6,500 kV would be a rough equivalent of a 9 turn or something like that. I think that's why they do it. Because I remember when brushless motors started coming out, like started gaining popularity in the world of RC, like, I don't know, what, 15 years ago or so? At least that's, in my mind, about 15 years ago. They were getting popular. And then people are like, KV, like, what the hell does KV mean? And then so I think the manufacturers started associating a turn number to it. Well, it's got about 400 and something. Like when we had it was built to be about 425 to 450. I haven't dynoed it yet though. It's only got like, since I built it, it's only got like maybe 600 kilometers on it. I haven't driven it. I can't. My back won't let me anymore. It's a brutal irony of having a car for 25 years, finally getting the chance to put all, save up all this money and invest it in the car, build it up super badass, and then you're suffer a bunch of injuries. You can't even drive it anymore and just got to sell it. Womp, womp, womp. What you going to do? Play with these, right? Well, everybody, that's a show. It's a show for today. I want to get one of the Hobby Wings all-in-one for the Wraith. Those are awesome, by the way. Those 2-in-1s are great. Lex Creations, what's up, my man? Yes, it is indeed a Larlo AK917. I'm going to participate in their speedrun challenge this year. I'm only going to do one run. I don't have time for it, really, with my own speedrun challenge happening. So I'm going to try and squeeze one in. And I just really, I love this car, and I want an excuse to get it. So now I got it. And this thing is a tank, guys. It weighs a ton. Holy cow. Quality is amazing, man. Like, Larlo quality is... I see people, like, poo-pooing on them, and I don't get it. I don't understand how you could poo-poo on these guys. For what you pay, for the price you pay, the product you get is... It's unreal, in my opinion. LRPV 10 10x2 is about 7,700. Holy cow. But yeah, that's it, guys. I got to sign off. We're at the 3-hour mark. I got to go and do family stuff now. So thanks for hanging out for the last 3 hours. We got quite a bit done, actually. And I only swore like 2 or 3 times. Oh, that one right there. Is that bugging you, Sean? Is that bugging you? All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. I got to hit the road. I'll see you guys next time. Have an excellent weekend, okay? Toodaloo.